Good evening, YouTube. This is Crypto OG here. Bring you another episode in. It's a thorny world. Before I get started, I'm going to make a disclaimer. I am not your financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence. Do not invest more than you can afford to lose. Do not invest your house note, your car note, or your kids' college fund. They'll regret you for that. I'm only showing you what I do with my money. What you do with yours is 100% your choice. Now, we've been hearing a lot of FUD going around about Thorn and how they came out with their short-term staking. In my personal opinion, I'm not the, don't take my opinion as the gospel. I'm only a YouTuber who only my second day of doing videos, so this is just my opinion. In my opinion, this was done for the sustainability of the platform. And the reason I'm saying that is because if the platform's not here, if doesn't make this sustainable, this will fall the way of a lot of other platforms, which I won't give name to, won't discuss right now. So we got to look at the bigger picture here. And there is a big picture. We all want to get paid. We all want this coin to go to astronomical heights. And if we just let them do what they're doing, keep doing what they're doing, which my opinion, they're remarkable. They get tremendous feedback. I personally haven't had to question them or call them or send in a trouble ticket for anything. But from what I'm hearing, everybody who calls in or sends in a trouble ticket, they get answered in a prompt manner. And I've seen all the posts that they've supplied on the Telegram group, and I'm kind of impressed with them. Okay, so right now I'm going to take a look at my back office and show you my plan or what I plan to do with my coins. I've acquired a few coins since I've been in here. As a matter of fact, I have approximately 556 in my Thorn balance. I have another 1,200 in short-term staking. Excuse me, and I have 3,832 in long-term staking. Now I have a game plan here. My game plan starts off with the long-term staking. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Yesterday, when short-term staking came up, I looked at my total coin count, which was almost 5,000 at that point. Then I looked at it, I said, okay, what if I look at this as pure lending? And just look at the percentages. I ran the numbers back and forth, upside down and sideways, and I decided to yesterday put together 3 long-term loans, or long-term stakes, should I say. I did one for 1,093 coins, one for 1,001, and one for 1,500, for a total of 3,593 coins yesterday. Now, the reason I did that is because, I don't know if some of you realize, but long-term staking tokens are released on a daily basis. Okay? So let me bring up my calculator and let's do some figuring here. Okay. Now, I have a total of 1,093 plus another 2,501 tokens. So total of 3,594 tokens recently put into the stake, into long-term staking. Okay. Now let's go worst case scenario. Let's say these tokens earn 1% daily. The scenario would be different if they were paying out in Bitcoin or USD, but they're paying out in tokens. So let's say I'm paid, let's say it's 1% a day. Okay. Now 1% a day will give me approximately 35, maybe 36 tokens a day. But let's say a bad day. Let's even take that a little lower. Let's say I'm getting 30 tokens a day. Now, if I'm getting 30 tokens released every day, that's 210 tokens a week. Now, these are tokens that are released from long-term staking. Now, my plan is to take these 210 tokens that I'm getting on a weekly basis and either cash them out, which I won't do right away, but I plan on doing that. But right now, I'm going to take them and put them into a short-term stake. Now, as you can see on my short-term staking, I have one short-term stake going on right now where I have 1,200 tokens in. I have 556 in my Thorn balance, which I'm working on a plan to do something with those, but I'll go over that tomorrow. But I'm going to take my weekly 210 tokens that I'm receiving from my long-term stake, and I'm going to start a new short-term stake. And my plan is to do that on a weekly basis. So once a week, I'm going to do a long-term stake for 210 or however many tokens of coins I'm released during that week. That will give me 4 loans going, 4 short-term stakes going simultaneously. So once a week, I'll have a minimum of 210 coins being released. And at that time, I can choose to restake or cash out. Now, as time goes by, I have some benchmarks that I have written down. We all need to write down our benchmarks. My benchmark is at a certain point. What point am I going to sell my tokens at? I have about 4 or 5 different benchmarks. Once they hit that first benchmark, I'm going to sell a percentage of them. Hits the next one, I'm going to sell another percentage, and so on and so on and so on. Always remaining with, I'm going to always keep some tokens to ride this coin all the way out till I think it's at a maximum point. Okay. Now, at that point, I'm going to be taking my tokens, restaking over and over and over again. That's going to give me a perpetual amount of tokens. That's going to give me thousands and thousands and thousands of tokens. Okay. That's my plan from this point on going forward. Okay. I want to thank you for your time and listening to my video. If you like the content, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. But before I go, I want to give a shout out to Loco for Crypto. I've listened to a couple of his videos. Actually, I've been listening to him for about a month now. I love the guy's content. He has a fire for crypto, and especially a fire for Thorn coin. He actually has a chat group on Telegram that's really blowing up the chat group as far as I'm concerned. Okay, shout out to you, Loco. Keep doing what you're doing. And this is Crypto OG saying good night and have sweet dreams.